If you're tired of running out of time on LSAT reading comp, I'm going to share with you a little secret. Top scorers don't read every single word. Instead, they use a strategic approach to focus on what matters most. Today, I'm going to share with you the 30-second skeleton method. You're not going to find this in any prep book, but it's the exact strategy I've used to help my students cut their reading time in half, improve accuracy, and feel confident tackling even the toughest questions. By the end of this video, you'll know how to crush reading comp without wasting a second. First, for those who don't know me, my name is Steve Schwartz. I've been teaching the LSAT since 2005, and I personally increased my own LSAT score from a 152 to a 175. Now here's the problem with LSAT reading comp. Most people treat it like they're in English class. They read every single word, try to memorize every single detail, then they freeze up when the questions throw them a curveball. But the LSAT isn't about reading everything. It's about knowing what to ignore. Top scorers use structure and strategy to spot the important parts, the main arguments, contrasting perspectives, and the author's tone, and they leave the fluff behind. Today, I'm going to break down the exact system my students use so you can stop wasting time and start getting more questions right. This is a real game changer. Now here's why the 30-second skeleton method works. Think of LSAT passages like a map. Most people get lost in the details, but what you really need is the outline, the framework that shows you the main routes. The skeleton of each passage involves the main topic or purpose, usually in the first few lines, key contrasts or differing perspectives, signaled by words like however or phrases like on the other hand, and the author's tone or opinion, which is almost always a critical piece for the questions. Once you identify the skeleton, the rest of the passage becomes easier to navigate. You'll then know where to look for details and avoid wasting time on irrelevant sections. Now, step 1 is scanning for structure. Spend 30 seconds skimming the passage to find the skeleton. Here's what you're looking for: the main topic. What's the passage about? The opening sentences will often set the stage. Look for contrasts. Words like but, yet, and however signal a shift in perspective. And of course, look for the author's opinion. Phrases like, it seems clear that, or this suggests, often point to the author's stance, their major viewpoint of the passage. Now, by focusing on these key elements, you'll quickly get the big picture without getting bogged down in every little detail. Now, I had a student, let's call her Sarah, who used to feel overwhelmed by reading comp. She'd spend 4 to 5 minutes reading every single word, only to forget half of it by the time she got to the questions. We switched her to the skeleton method and the difference was incredible. After just 2 weeks, she went from barely finishing 3 passages to confidently completing all 4 with time to spare. Why did this work so well? Because she learned how to prioritize the important parts of the passage and let go of the rest. Now, once you've identified the skeleton, the next step is predicting the big picture questions. Now, here's the thing. LSAT reading comp is predictable. Most questions focus on the main point of the passage, the author's perspective or tone, specific details or examples, or how an argument applies to a new scenario. When you know what to expect, you can approach the questions with confidence. Instead of guessing or rereading, you'll already have a mental map of where to find the answers. Now, if you want to use this 30-second skeleton method in your LSAT reading comp, if you'd like my help, my team and I would be glad to help you out. At LSAT Unplugged, we offer live online classes via Zoom, on-demand video courses, small group coaching, and one-on-one coaching. You can check out the links below to find out more and to book a call with me and my team. We'd be glad to help you out on LSAT reading comp or anything else on the LSAT on your journey to scoring a 170 or above. Now, here's how the skeleton method saves you time. Instead of reading the entire passage word for word, you've already mapped out the main arguments and key contrasts. Now, when a question asks about the author's stance or an example from the passage, you know exactly where to look. You avoid the trap of second-guessing yourself because the skeleton keeps you focused on what's most important. Let's break it down. With the typical method, you spend 4 to 5 minutes reading every single word, and you still struggle to remember key details. However, with the skeleton method, you spend only 30 seconds scanning, you find the framework, and then you use your mental map to answer the questions efficiently. So with the skeleton method, you're saving over 5 minutes per passage, which gives you more than enough time to tackle even the toughest questions. You improve your accuracy by focusing on the most important parts, and you reduce your stress levels because you know exactly what to expect. Because the thing is, the LSAT rewards strategy, not effort. You don't need to work harder, but you do need to work smarter. So try the 30-second skeleton method on your next practice test, and I promise you that you're going to see results. And if you'd like my help on your journey to scoring a 170 plus, if you'd like my help adapting the 30-second skeleton method for your LSAT reading comp strategies, my team and I would be glad to help you out. Check out the links below to find out more and book a call with me and my team. And in the meantime, I wish you all the best and take care.